Alright guys, now we move on to the successor of the PS2, and not nearly as successful, but here's the PS3. Now, the PS3, I actually, even though I bought it the day it came out, I actually didn't really fall in love with the system until just a few years ago. I was actually quite disappointed with it for its first few years, but there is a plethora now of unique exclusives on the system, and one of the things I always loved about the PS3 is that almost every game was region-free. So, as you guys know, I am not a fan of digital distribution. I would much prefer have a physical copy of everything. And quite often the case is North America would have a digital version of a game where the rest of the world would get a physical copy. So, with that being said, here's like the Resident Evil HD collection. Nice box set there with an art book. Much better than a little used up space on your hard drive and some bandwidth taken. The Darkside Chronicles HD collection. Arcana Heart 3. I have the special edition of this, but I also bought the regular edition. The UK got a physical copy. North America did not. And quite often, sometimes like the UK would get a better special edition than we did over here, much as the case with like Blaze Blue. So there's the UK version of that. Also, companies like NIS have exclusives on their site. You've seen in the tour, I have them kind of everywhere. There's a ton of NIS games that I have special editions of in various places of the room. And a lot of these you have to pre-order from their site. It's the only way to get them. And I, as far as I know, have every single one of them. So here's the UK special edition of Final Fantasy XIII and the North American Final Fantasy XIII-2. Oh, here's a good one. Metal Gear Solid 4 limited edition. Both Ninja Gaiden Sigma special editions. And No More Heroes from Suda51 came out on the Wii, but there was also a version on the PS3, an HD remake, and an adults-only version on the Japanese PS3. And Okami HD, an actual physical version, came out in Japan. And the one last couple things I want to show you from Capcom, because I do enjoy like the fighting games more on the PS3. It has something to do with me having a really nice fighting controller for the PS3. But there's a special edition of Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and again, something we only got a digital version of, but there's a physical version of Darkstalkers Chronicles HD. So, you know what, Sony? Didn't love the PS3 at first, but you know what? After a few years, I now love it. I now love the PS3.